What's going on, folks? It's Yaboyrocklee, and today we're covering the Katt Williams interview and how he exposes a lot of people.
What's going on with Kanye? From a distance, obviously, I don't know how well you know Kanye. I don't know if you've been around Kanye, but from a distance.
As a black man, I had to personally cover this video on this channel. Let's jump into it. In a recent interview, an explosive one, mind you, veteran comedian Katt Williams joined ESPN First Take correspondent Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay podcast to unleash a torrent of revelations, accusations, and unfiltered opinions. This gripping interview, which hit the airwaves on January 3rd, 2024, has sparked fervent debates and discussions across the internet.
The joke he's talking about, I know it because I used to laugh at it when it came out.
As Williams candidly exposed what he perceives as hidden truths within the comedy and entertainment industry. Right from the jump, Williams made it abundantly clear why he chose Sharpe's platform, describing it as a safe space for the truth to be unveiled. Throughout the interview, Williams held nothing back, and I mean nothing, delivering a barrage of audacious claims and pointed criticisms, aiming his arrows at various figures in the entertainment world. One of Williams' primary targets was none other than Kevin Hart.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show.
With provocatively raised eyebrows, he questioned the authenticity of Hart's rapid ascent in Hollywood, daring to suggest that in his 15 years in the industry, no one has ever witnessed a sold-out Kevin Hart show, a line forming for him, or a standing ovation at any comedy club. Williams cast a shadow of doubt on the narrative surrounding Hart's career, leading to Hart's measured response on Twitter.
I also take full responsibility for any and everything that I've done in the fucking business, good or bad. My frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood.
Encouraging Williams to let go of his anger, brother. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Cedric the Entertainer, cool. Alright, man, I'm a Kings of Comedy fan, but Cedric the Entertainer, he also found himself squarely in Williams' crosshairs.
Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke?
Williams humorously critiqued Cedric's physical appearance, god dang, and playfully questioned his talents, included singing, dancing, and joke writing. He even went as far as claiming that Cedric's comedy specials were so lackluster that they couldn't be found on a major streaming platform. In response, Cedric defended his career on Instagram and emphasizing his body of a work beyond a single joke.
I got a lot of jokes throughout the career, lot of humor,
emphasizing his body of work beyond a single joke. I want to say, man, I actually love Cedric, but when I heard about this, I was like, what's the last thing I liked about Cedric since Kings of Comedy? And I truthfully had nothing, so it's kind of crazy that he brought this up. Anyways, let's keep going. But Williams didn't even spare the GOAT, Kanye West, from his sharp commentary either. He delved into Kanye's wildly publicized mental health struggles. That's kind of not cool.
Somebody got a mental illness, and then we watch what they do.
Highlighting the unfairness of holding him accountable like any other individual and placing some of the blame on the entertainment industry for inflating Kanye's ego. I mean, I guess he's throwing shots at me too. Williams never wanted to shy away from the controversy, even referred to Kim Kardashian as a whore.
You're the one that's like, so what do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like,
and I pause on that, man, because I know how she came to fame, but as a man, I wouldn't speak about a woman like that, but it is what it is. We're just going to continue with the information. I'll save my thoughts for the end. Predictably, his remarks on Kanye ignited impassioned debates and discussions online. The interview took a darker turn when Harvey Weinstein's name entered the conversation. In a shocking revelation, Williams claimed that Weinstein had once offered to perform an inappropriate act in front of him and his agency colleagues.
He came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
Williams detailed his firm's refusal to participate in this disturbing encounter, shedding a harsh spotlight on the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry. Boy, I gotta take a deep breath on this. I gotta take a deep breath, because I got a homie that wanna be in Hollywood. He be talking about how straight and narrow he gonna do it. And then you hear about things like this, and the fact that he casually would do this in front of Williams only implies that this is just something that just happens. And people either talk about it, or they participate it, and they let it go. Anyways, let's get through this. I'm gonna try to get as much info as possible in this short time. The interview also ventured into a diverse array of other subjects. Williams criticized fellow comedians such as Fashion Love, I probably butchered that name, Michael Blackson.
This is how you end up with a Michael Blackson who's a real African doing a fake African accent. Okay,
God dang you, Chris Tucker.
The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island.
Questioning their authenticity, performance, and career trajectories. His bold comments prompted various responses and reactions from those in the entertainment spotlight. You know who was looking to get mentioned? My homie Mike Epps. Mike Epps needed a shout out.
And didn't say my name, good or bad. I need the press too.
Katt, he needed a shout out and he didn't do that for him. Anyways, I continue. But Williams didn't restrict his commentary to comedians alone. Drop bows on him. He took an aim at actors, musicians, and media personalities, including Joe Rogan and a fellow light-skinned brother with the sideburns. Ludicrous. He discussed allegations of the Illuminati involvement. He criticized Martin Lawrence for putting him in a dress and highlighted the pay inequality faced by actresses such as Taraji P. Henson in the industry. I am not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with her. I did see on Twitter that she was asking for, Nurse Jules RN, look for her. I'm gonna link her in the description. She had posted that this lady was talking about it, and the comments were more like, well, if you don't like it, start your own industry like Tyler Perry did. So it's not like I'm completely ignorant on the topic. I just don't know the actress's name. I probably see her all the time in Tyler Perry films. He's wearing wigs, but it is what it is. Throughout the interview, Williams emphasized the importance of exposing the truth and confronting uncomfortable realities within the entertainment world. He called out discrimination. That's why I had to personally do this, man. I couldn't let my other voice artists cover this video. As a black man, I gotta get into it. Unequal pay and the imperative need for change. His unapologetic stance garnered both support and opposition, sparking extensive discussions about the challenges faced by black comedians and the power dynamics that shape the entertainment industry. In conclusion, Katt Williams left an inevitable mark with his unfiltered revelations and incisive commentary. Whether one agrees with his viewpoints or not, there's no denying that he ignited an epic debate and compelled us to confront the intricate truths within the realm of comedy and entertainment. The interview continues to reverb, leaving a lasting impact on the industry and the audience. Okay, editor, you can just leave me talking at this moment because I'm just going to let y'all have it. Here's some of the eye-opening stuff I had. Respect Cedric the Entertainer all my life, but I kind of realized I never vibed with anything Cedric did after Kings of Comedy. But that's not me hating. It's just an acknowledgement. It's like, wait a second. Other than being one of the GOATs, because they said he was one of the GOATs, is he? And I know y'all gonna get, we have to respect. I'm just asking questions because I'm 35, and you sometimes have to realize that you've been living your life, and you didn't realize that there's certain things that you haven't questioned. So there's that, okay? Cedric the Entertainer, I regard him as one of the GOATs, but I have not been excited about anything he's done since then. Kevin Hart, I don't care what no one tells me, unless Kevin Hart wants to send me a bag. I never found Kevin Hart to be remotely more funny than Katt Williams. In fact, I only find Kevin Hart's first stand-up comedy special very, 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 very good, and everything has been downhill since then. But, regardless of what my opinion is, his money has gone up. So hear me out. What what Katt Williams is really shedding light on is accolades and financial prosperity is not evidence of talent, right? Because, for example, like I would not say that Kevin Hart is not funny because he's rich. So what credibility do I have? I tried a couple jokes while I was doing this. Y'all not gonna find it funny. I don't got a bank account like Kevin Hart. But when you think about it, when you have people behind the background pulling strings, and if Kevin Hart hypothetically, allegedly just accepts things and is an industry puppet, so to speak, to me, it makes sense why I think his comedy is declining, but his wealth is going up. He's playing the role, baby. And whatever your opinion about that is what it is. But I take note on that. I always found Katt Williams to be a step above everybody else. I don't talk about it too much just because I don't think about these things until obviously something pops in front of us and you're forced to confront it. And that's a good thing. I'll always love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Just watched his special. Oh my God. Very good, by the way. If you're a physically handicapped person, you're going to have a hard time with that interview. But I saw even he had it rough. He had to step away from the industry for a bit, you know? So I didn't hear him being called out, so I take Chappelle as being highly authentic. The Ludacris one has been interesting. I'm probably going to do a separate video on it. But I saw Ludacris respond with a freestyle, pretty much denying the allegations. He addressed whatever Katt Williams had criticized him of in the freestyle. But if you look at the short on this video, a lot of people are just saying he's dodging. Like, are you not listening to his bars? I feel like he's not dodging. And I know that's going to open me up to criticism. I get it. But, like, that's why I made sure that when I put out this particular video that I gave the talk. Because I feel like, respectfully, everyone else can say whatever they want, but it's a community. It's very relevant to the community, you know. I've put on wigs for the Your Boy Reaction channel. People going to say whatever they're going to say about me. I have zero regrets about it. I did it as what I consider forms of cosplay. But the reason why all this is important is, you know, Martin Lawrence, heavily looked up to Martin Lawrence. Still do. Nothing has changed. So when you think about the fact that the industry has, you know, made or coerced a lot of black men into wearing dresses and wigs, remembering, look, I'm going to talk about some stuff, remembering that back in the day, they used to buck slaves as a way to get the other slaves to accept submission, because they went after the strongest dude and they bucked him, right? So when you remember that, okay, then you take your favorite stars, your favorite idols, so to speak, have them in dresses, whatever, in a potential effort to demasculate black men, okay? Knowing that, like, this is what I think. And then you have someone like me growing up admiring these people. Like I said, this is just inner perspective. And if you don't do it, you're really missing out on something. That's why I'm sharing my thoughts with you. I'm just asking questions, and I'm not saying I know the answers, but I definitely don't have a problem reflecting. So, you know, if the plan was for people like me to look up to our idols, and I just did it without question, it's like, dang, how far does this spread out? How many people are potentially affected, you know? Because as a Jamaican, the way my dad raised me, it was like, there's just no way he would have raised me to put on a wig, you know what I mean? And I did, and I'm telling you that, and I would do it again. There's no me trying to, because Katt Williams said this, now I regret everything that I did. Oh, I'm a changed man. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But when you hear information, you should think about it. Now I'm going to pivot and leave you with this. So, what did me and my wife buy recently? Oh, it was a coffee machine. Listen to this story as I end this. We bought a coffee machine, and it cost about $800. It's a very expensive coffee machine. But we were spending $15 to $10 a day on Starbucks at one point because we got a coffee addiction. So the coffee machine, I ain't gonna hold you, makes stronger coffee consistently than the Starbucks that we were drinking. Okay? You should check out Rockleevlog Talks. I talk about finance, success, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, in the description. So we got the coffee machine, we got off Starbucks, and yes, we did save money. But then I thought about it because she had talked about glasses. This is just last week. She talked about glasses. I told her about glasses. Then she got an ad pop up right away talking about frames. Then we had to think about it. How much of the decision to buy coffee, how much of the decision to buy the coffee machine did we make on our own, uninfluenced by the powers that be, the companies, whatever? So it was a battle between Amazon and Starbucks. Starbucks wanted us to keep buying this Starbucks coffee, and obviously Amazon wanted us to order it. So you got to think about all the ads that we got, and et cetera, that we probably were not aware of. And we're like, this is a good idea. I'm gonna get this coffee machine. And my wife kept telling me, she goes, it was a good idea to get the coffee machine. We saved money. And I was like, the best idea was to reduce our dependence on coffee in the first place. We still have to buy the $800 machine and buy the coffee. Yes, we saved money compared to Starbucks, but over the long term, just stop drinking as much coffee. We don't need coffee. We're not getting enough sleep. We're overworking ourselves, so we have a coffee dependence. How much of that decision was ours? And that's what we have to ask ourselves in general. And that's my video, because I didn't know you guys are only gonna listen for so long. I know the watch time on these things, but it's an authentic take, inner looking. I don't have the best vocabulary, but I want to put that out there as a black man in the community, B, influenced by others, okay, and then C, seeing that whether I want to or not, I will be in a position of influence. I imagine, even if it's 1, 2, 3 people, every now and then I find someone that messages me and say, "Oh, you inspired me." I'm not trying to be a role model, but it falls on you whether you want it or not. So I want to be a better person, and I got no magic formula or any kumbaya like, oh, now tomorrow I'm going to be different. I just try to be informed, and I just go from there. I want to hear about you guys' thoughts and comments in this video. Let's grow as a community. And even if you're not part of the black community, we still want to hear you. You see on this channel, I'll cover a whole lot of Korean content. I cover celebs. I'm not bound to one race or one community or another. 안녕하세요. TopTenTenmedia. Boy, I could drop off whole other languages. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Mi nombre es Yaboyrocklee. Forgot my Japanese, so I'm not gonna whip that out. But what's up, go on, brethren? Who does bomba clock idiot there? There, sir, I should say. Who that bomba clock idiot there, sir? Yeah, I butchered that one. Anyways, I just like culture, and much love, guys. Yaboyrocklee. I'm active. If you guys like reactions, you guys like finance, personal success. If you like family videos, you can check out the descriptions in the video. You can check out the links in the description of this video. I'm out, guys.